background in economics. So my first degree was in economics, and this was in Nigeria, in the University of Ibadan. After which I went into the banking industry and I worked for about 10 years in four different organizations. And during that time, I discovered that there was a restlessness, that I had. I knew that I had something extra to offer, but which those roles were not really, it wasn't really finding expression in those roles. So I enrolled on an MBA program. And during that program, I think I was convinced that I needed to change, my career, move towards more knowledge-based domains. And so I had a wonderful experience on the MBA, after which I came to the UK and started my master's in international management. So this was my first experience with Henley. And it was a fantastic experience. As a course rep, I got to interact with so many people from different parts of the world. I keep in touch with many of them today. And on that program, it became clear to me, I was inspired that I needed to move further, to pursue further. I wanted to learn more, to be more, to know more. So I started my PhD program in management. And I focused on organizational culture and meaning systems in diverse work contexts. And years later, after the PhD, I am now at Henley. I'm a lecturer in organizational behavior. I have also been privileged to be lead educator on Henley's massive open online course, which I contributed to redesigning into a program of 5 courses. And I'm also working as program director on one of our certificate programs in business administration. So I've had quite a lot of opportunities being part of the Henley community. And I must also say that it's been wonderful. It's been absolutely wonderful working with some of the best minds ever. From the leadership team, the dean, different heads of departments, colleagues, and other senior colleagues. I've worked alongside these wonderful people, and I've noticed that they are, passionate about what they do. They are passionate about excellence and committed to supporting other colleagues, particularly early career researchers. So it's been an incredible journey so far. My main research interest is around understanding organizational culture and how different systems of meaning interact in work contexts and shape the experiences of people within those contexts. I've tried to explore this in different ways. I've looked at the role of culture in management and entrepreneurship within Western and African contexts. I've done some work around the ways in which people see the world, their positionality, how that influences researchers and the outcome of research and also of participants. I've also done some work, some more practitioner-facing work around the social or social cultural dimensions of technology and its impact of people within workspaces. I'm passionate about ethnographic research. So this is one of the other areas that I am exploring because of the unique cultural lens that it affords for studying organizations. So I have quite a range of research interests, but what is central through running through all of them is how culture influences work life and work experiences. The first thing that I believe an organization should focus on is getting everyone on the same page. Following upheaval, no matter what that might be, it's important to get everyone together to see things the same way, to have a shared vision of where it is the organization is going. And one of the fundamental ways of doing that is to, develop an environment that communicates that people are valued, that everyone is valued, and build and develop that type of culture. So that would be the first place to go. And it's important to also communicate this clearly to members of the organization. The second thing I would say would be to create structures and systems that reinforce and support that culture so that it's very clear that the organization is doing what it believes in. And some of those structures could be formal, some of them could be informal. It could be through policies, it could be through norms, it could be through routines, it could be through appraisal systems or reward systems. And essentially, through everything, running through everything, is the fact that these are the values of the organization. These are the core values. And, clearly you'd see that cohesion across the different systems and structures and culture in the organization. Having that cohesive or having that cohesion across the organization is fundamental to, having a cohesive culture, cohesive workforce. The third thing would be communication and keeping the communication lines open. So it's about, effective communication, the channels, the message, understanding who the audience is as well within an organization. Communication is important for continuing to feel the pulse of members of the organization and taking that as a strategic input into decision making. And that has to be continuous. It has to be ongoing. So I would say having a shared, inclusive culture, communicating that, developing systems and processes that reinforce and support that culture, and having effective communication within the organization.